Alright, so, alright, the first podcast in a while. This has been a long coming. Haven't spoken to y'all since beginning, before E3. We're gonna get into that on my laptop work, get into some rants and whatnot, so that's gonna be, my PC will work here, but I don't know. Alright, let's see here. Alright. Obviously, big one from the, big one from the Ubisoft. This one's literally from a, for, Breakpoint, and, that game's on, to Ghost Recon Dead now than one, so, this, something like a Warfighter might be more different, something more like Division 2, but it seems like Ubisoft's going to that direction of, of making it more like Division, more overall. This is kind of what all the gamers out there really with, but it's also making for really being able to make some great Twitch feeds with that, which is what I'll probably do once I get it. But I'll probably Twitch a lot with that. Let's see here. Is my laptop only working here? Or am I? Well, let's see. It just went. Sweet Jesus. Oh wait. Oh man, my laptop's killing me right now. Alright, let's see here. Just kill the pages. Alright, cool. Let me reload them. Where else? But yeah, the next one under that was the Division 2. The Division 2 had a bunch of game updates, which were, to my point, probably it looked cool, but it's like, do I need it this early? Like, you could have waited a little bit for a Division 2 update. Like, I don't know, I'm just kind of like, the Division 2 just came out. This game is excessively long. The game has this, has this aura where it goes pretty fast, but I mean, it's still, you got an open world concept almost as big as Red Dead Redemption. No, it's probably not as big as Red Dead Redemption, because Red Dead Redemption has been like one of the longest campaigns to probably ever see console and PC. I mean, I guess there's probably been a couple longer ones. I just can't think of them off the top of my head. It's just, but, like, as opposed to this open world concept. I mean, open world is getting really huge right now, and I love the concept. I loved it ever since they did the guess what was that? The Arkham City, and then Arkham Knight for Batman. They did a more open world concept for that, and that was really a big hit for me. I love that. I love the the freedom to pick your mission, go out there, do your mission, and you get to, oh, you know what? Maybe I need to go back to the Batcave, or I need to go back to the Washington Memorial, or whatever spot you're going back to refill your ammo in Division 2. Like you're just like, alright, whatever. This is pretty cool, but I feel like Breakpoint's gonna be right along the lines of that, of that kind of gameplay, and I feel probably, they've probably been working on that game. I don't know how long they've been working on that game, but it sounded like they've been working on that game for a while. They haven't put out Ghost Recon since Wildlands. I guess that's been 2 years maybe. Wildlands has been out, something like that. But yeah, the Ghost Recon has been one of my favorite ones. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to unfortunately pre-order it, because you just got so many great games along the lines of that every during this October. especially during this October. But every October, normally you have a lot of good, great games coming out. All right, my laptop's working now. Let's see here. Excuse me. Come on. Come on, baby. Get down to the game list. Son of a... Alright. Try to get down to the... I think I might just go off my phone here. My phone. that was just taking too long. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright, got it on my phone. Let's go down to Ubisoft here. Sorry for that little bit of dead air. But, alright. So, the next one was For Honor. They're bringing out a update for Honor. You know, For Honor was an interesting game, a very interesting concept. They just did it badly. I did not enjoy the first game. I would not buy any of the expansions or even the second. You know, I think there was a second. I think they released the second one. And that's what the expansion. No, this is just for the regular For Honor, I guess. I guess there's just all been expansions to the one game. They just never did it right. I mean, all these expansions just put out a great first base game, even if there's only a couple missions in each area with the samurai and the Viking. Just put out a great first game, and they didn't really do that with For Honor. I just never really. I guess I love that. It's kind of sad to me because I really do love the history behind all the ones that they chose to do, behind the Viking, behind the samurai and the knight. I think it was the knight. I don't know. I think it was the knight though. But next one on the list for Ubisoft was the Watch Dogs Legion. Now that looked awesome. It kind of looked. It just really just took place. You know, in a great. Hold on here. Let me fix my mic. All right, there we go. It kind of just took into a. I think it looked more. I think it was like a Assassin's Creed kind of like executions, I believe. Just gotta look this up real fast. Let's see. So just it's been a little bit since I've been able to Alright, let me just hold it. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, it was basically like, I think it was like Assassin's Creed meets like, meets like the modern age of Division 2 and all that. Really liked it. Really liked it. I think I'm gonna pre-order that too. I think I don't have that pre-order right now, but I'll definitely get under that. Get on that for the pre-order. So let's go back to the top here. and we'll start out more with Nintendo. Hold on a second, I'm trying to fix the mic real fast. Alright, there we go. That the arm just got loose there. Well, Nintendo, obviously, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was in that. New game film was shown, with stuff like that, which was very, very exciting. If you're a Legend of Zelda fan, I am. I really think that's going to be just a great game all around. Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, obviously that's the new. I think Breath of the Wild was like I forget what that is. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, the Black Order, really great. I love the last two games of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. They were tight. They were probably one of the best games for those Nintendo consoles. Really just enjoy them. I mean, you got Dragon Quest and Dragon Quest Builders. You got No More Heroes. Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Tokyo 2020, and you got Resident Evil 5 and 6. I don't know why you would buy the Nintendo Switch to play those games. They're much more better on the PlayStation and Xbox, but and obviously Xbox, I've been saying this for a while, was Halo Infinite was it's going to be releasing on the Project Scarlet, which whenever we get the actual name for the new Xbox, probably Xbox 2, whatever whatever it's going to be called. Halo Infinite's going to come out on that. From the little they showed during E3, was definitely a treat. Gears 5, that was great to see, and to that you brought out. You as you guys know, if you follow my Twitch, I primarily do Gears as that. So they have a new game mode for Gears 5, and it's I think. Oh, let me get the actual name. I know a name off the top of my head. I just don't know if it's the actual one, but Escape. Yeah, I was right in my head. I was right. Escape is what it's called. It's a 3-person co-op where you are cogs and you sneak into the sorry, not locus. I'm used to the last 4 games into the swarm's hive, and you plant a bomb and you have to escape. So I guess you, from what it looks of it, you were timed on your escape and stuff like that. So you have to escape in a certain amount of time. But the way that everything looked, like the takedowns and all that kind of stuff, it looks pretty awesome for because it's more of a bum rush, and the and on your way out, bum rush you. It just looks really, really fun, especially if you play with 2 other players, along with yourself. Be a great one. This is all the Microsoft one. So Lego Star Wars. It's the Skywalker saga. Lego Star Wars releasing the Skywalker Edition, which is going to include all of the new trilogy that's right now happening as we speak. Then you got Bleeding Edge, Battle Rose, Age of Empires 2 for the PC. You got Wasteland 3, Microsoft Flight Simulator, Minecraft Dungeons, which actually would be pretty cool. I do like Minecraft. Forza. Then you got Crossfire and Gears for, I think that was their Champions expansion. Take-Two Interactive and 2K Games. Borderlands 3 came as, being, they got some gameplay and stuff like that. The Outer Worlds and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. EA obviously coming out with the Jedi Fallen Order. I'm a big fan of that game. I hope it keeps up with my my hopes of it, and hopefully nothing, like their EA servers. But I don't think there's any like online multiplayer with that game. I'm not 100% sure on that, but you can. Let me see here. I don't think there is, but hopefully this is just the Jedi game we've been looking for. I mean, we thought Battlefront, the remakes, or not remakes, but the redone Battlefronts would have been those Star Wars games, but they really weren't. But hopefully, it was in development by Respawn Entertainment, so hopefully, EA can just stay off, stay away a little bit, and just have them maybe use their own servers for any multiplayer that they possibly could have for any of these games coming out for EA. Apex Legends, which is also the creators of Jedi Fallen Order, which is the same thing, same developer, Respawn. Season 2 coming out for PC. I think Season 2 came out already for console. And then you got FIFA 20 and Madden 20, which is going to be coming out. Obviously, same thing. Yeah. Actually, Madden 20 is going to be pretty interesting with the fact that it is the first Kansas City Chief to ever be on a Madden cover, which is Patrick Mahomes, and I tell you, gotta love those Kansas City Chiefs this year. They did really well, but you gotta love, you gotta have some confidence in that first year quarterback, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes did a fantastic job this year for him. Just can't wait to see his rating in Madden this year. Hopefully, he takes a steep incline up, because he should be around 95, 96. Nothing less than that. Alright. Alright, Square Enix, Final Fantasy 7, you got a new remake, and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles. It's for the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch. Final Fantasy 8 remastered. Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers PC. Alright. The rest is not too much for me. But yeah, all those Final Fantasies have been, all the Final Fantasy remakes have been right on par with everything that they've ever done. Square Enix has done a really great job with everything that they have done. I'm a big fan of Kingdom Hearts 3. They did show some stuff on Kingdom Hearts 3's. They showed like a small video of Kingdom Hearts 3's DLCs that are going to be coming out. No date yet, but yeah, it's definitely going to be awesome, because you get to see all the players that you're going to get to play as and stuff like that. If you're listening to this on YouTube, definitely look it up on your on your YouTube at. Um, ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, that's not too Nope, nope, nope. Alright. That's it for that. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna be streaming some Gears tonight. So definitely, if you're on Twitch and you hear this, definitely hop on, watch me play. It's definitely gonna be fun. I'm gonna be playing. I think I'm gonna be playing Horde tonight. Let's see here. Anything else? Yeah, I think this is gonna be probably. I'm gonna be busy this week, so I think this is gonna be like one of the podcasts that I'm not gonna be doing for a while, because unless I do some on the road with my pals, we're going on a road trip to New Orleans and Raleigh and Greenville, and Nashville, and Richmond. You know, those areas. Going to drink some really good craft beer. Going to party on Bourbon Street. This, Bourbon Street is definitely one of the places I wanted to go for a while. It's definitely gonna be a nice time. I love the South, so hopefully we're all gonna be road tripping down there in my buddy's car, and it's gonna be what's up. We're gonna be doing these guys hooked up with a playlist that's like 13 hours long. I think it's more now. I think he actually uploaded it to over 13 hours. So basically we can go all the way down to like New Orleans without hearing a single repeated song, which is going to be tight. That's just going to be awesome. Alright. Let's see here. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to tell you guys about this show. Alright, the show is on Hulu. Is hands down one of my favorite shows now. Basically, the show is called Letterkenny. It started on Crave TV, and it's slowly becoming a big part of my binge watching, especially at night when I'm a little bit drunk or whatever, coming from the bars or something like that. And I kind of just tend to, look at these things. And then now it's all about, rural farmers in Ontario, Canada. And I mean, it's just a great comedy. It's basically just these farmers getting drunk, and they're like, in the intro it's always like, a couple hockey players come up to the produce stand today, and like that Canadian accent, you're like, oh wow, this sounds pretty cool. And then they basically the guys want to fight him, and he doesn't want to fight because his girlfriend told him not to. This is just like the first episode, stuff like that. It's just you can it's a great TV series because you can tell people what happens in this TV series, and it doesn't ruin anything. It's just fantastic. That's like the best part. Best part is the way they communicate with each other. It's not really about, um, you know, it's not really about the story behind it. Is basically, I could tell you everything that happens in this series up until season 6, and like you're like, well, I gotta go home and watch this because this sounds pretty fucking awesome. And then after that, you're just like, well, I know what you mean. Like you can basically watch it. I can tell you everything that happens, but you once you hear the back and forth between, you know, um, between the characters, between Katie and Daryl and stuff like that, you're just like, well, you know what? I know what Matt was talking about. This is what I just know now that this is the back and forth that he's been talking about, and it's hilarious. Sorry. But yeah, let me see here. What we got? So I'm gonna do some of the slang meetings for you guys in case you want to watch it or something like that. Whatever goes your bit. 5-hole. The space between a goalie's legs is it's basically just your normal hockey slang. But in 5-hole, they use that like all the time. You're just like, well, what does it mean, this journal thing? It really just means that the space in between your legs. Templi. How soft someone is 5 times as much as 2-ply toilet paper. Now that one was definitely one that I didn't know until till later on. I was just like, really? Like, I was like, that's all it means? I was like, I know what ply, I know what ply mean, but I didn't know, like, that's what they were referring to, 2-ply toilet paper. That was exactly what they were referring to. 10-ply, as in 5 times, 5 times as much as 2-ply toilet paper. So, you're like, wow. All dressed chips, which is potato chips, your normal potato chips, and flavored with barbecue sauce, ketchup, salt, and vinegar. That's a pretty easy one, if you ask me. Appy, obviously, appetizer. Apple, which is for me was a pretty easy one to pick up. Is an assist in hockey, which is just the lead pass that leads to the goal. I used to have a lot of them when I played, especially when I played defense. Alright, I don't need to do that for you guys. Barn. Obviously, it's the hockey arena. That's what they refer to as the hockey arena. It's not actually the barn like we refer to it in the United States, just a barn. But the barn is a hockey arena. It's actually known as a hockey slang, but primarily up there in Canada is the barn slang. Big shoots, big shooter. Someone trying too hard. That's basically what that is. That one's a pretty interesting one because I've used that a lot now since I knew the term of it. Trying to that person's trying too hard. I actually use that a lot at work, and people just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, go watch some Letterkenny and let me know. If you know me, if you know what I'm talking about after that. Biscuit is the puck. That's a pretty easy hockey slang one. Bomber, a very large marijuana joint. Alright. well, I think that's enough of that. I don't want to give you guys too much of the slang. Also, the star Jared Kiso also has some videos up there of him on some podcast talking about the slang. I highly recommend you look it up because it's so much nicer to hear it from him as a Canadian. Because it's just so much fun to hear. I love him. I love the way he presents himself, and not just on the show, but in real life too. He's just a great. He seems like a great guy. Uh, but yeah, it's just a great show. Definitely look it up if you're looking for something to binge. About 6 seasons worth of show. Um, but yeah, I mean, we got a lot of nice stuff coming up this October for gaming. And actually July, because if you are into the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, it comes out July 20 something. I don't remember. I just know it's as soon as I get back from I think a week after I come back from New Orleans, it comes out. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, I mean, if you're excuse me, if you're in the market for a new TV show, Leonard Kenny's definitely one I would recommend. There's just some great ones out there right now with on Hulu and all that. If you're looking to stay in or whatever, I mean, not many people are looking to stay in right now. I mean, me personally, I like to go to the beach. Go surfing. Although that's probably not a good idea right now, since they caught a pretty big shark off of the coast of Brigantine in New Jersey here. So if you live in New Jersey, that's just a big thing for them up here. I mean, for me, I'm just like, man, whatever. That's always a thing to be caught off the shore. But for here, it was like, Florida people would just be like, well, that's just a baby shark. Now up here, it's like, oh no, that was a full-grown shark. Seriously, it was like maybe 10 feet, maybe. But probably under, and they were just like, oh, this is some fucking big shark. This is gonna eat you. No, what are you talking about up here, man? And then they're like, well, we set it free. Really? If it was that big, wouldn't you have tagged it? But anyway. People are just like, they're crazy up here with when the sharks get discovered. I've been to California, and my, I got parents, that are just like, that were shocked that the water was cold. Well, for California, for their water, the warmer water is in the summertime, and, hotter waters in the or in the summertime, colder waters in the summertime, hotter waters in the wintertime, and there's just, you're just like, whatever, whatever. We got there, and, I wanted to do some surfing, but, it was just so expensive over there that I couldn't do it. But once I got back, I was able to start doing it. Now over here, I'm pretty good with the, I just look at the swells, and, you just go wherever in New Jersey. You're probably not going to get the best swells. You're not, it's not a great place for surfing. Mainly it's down in Florida, unless you want, if you want to get eaten by a shark or possibly an alligator. I really shouldn't be laughing about that, because you know what, I'm probably gonna be in New Orleans, be a lot drunker, and you know what, that's probably a better possibility of me dying with alligators being in such a close vicinity. But I'll probably be fine. Well, but yeah, up here in New Jersey is just not, we're not usually used to seeing sharks on the news and stuff like that. Someone got bit or eaten by a shark out here. Beaches would be closed for 3 weeks and shit like that. You'd be like, well, fuck. I guess I gotta go to Delaware to swim. But let's see here. But yeah, it's gonna be a good year. Gonna be fun. Definitely love being able to come back on here with you guys. But yeah, right after I come back from New Orleans vacation, that's what we're calling it. We're calling New Orleans because that's where we're spending most of our time. We're gonna spend like a day or two in each place after, before and after New Orleans. If you guys are a big fan of the show Bar Rescue, we're going to be going to the bar called Moonrunners, which is, as you guys would know, is the bar that they went to during character quarters or something. I think it was the character quarters was the episode, and definitely one of my favorite episodes. I know it's definitely one of my my friend's favorite episodes. It was insane. The turnaround, and now how the guy is able to run this place and just take the strategy that's left and run with it. Like when you were able to mutate an expert's strategy and stuff like that, especially in the bar business. I mean, that's such a competitive field. Like when he goes into these places and able to turn them around real fast, it's inspiring. But you're like, this guy, like when he screams and yells at the people, it's not out, it's like all these people, like, oh yeah, you'll be like, oh yeah, your kitchen's fucking filthy, clean the fucking kitchen. I don't want you out here until this kitchen is clean tonight. Do you understand? And that's something that's big. That's big. Because if he doesn't do that first necessary step, that guy will never succeed. It's so competitive out there. You just gotta be able to say, hey, you fucked up. I'm here to fix it in like 4 days. I need you to just listen to everything I have to give you. Because at that point, he's giving you every wisdom that he has in his arsenal to make you successful. And all you gotta do is sit back and, maybe, with John Tapper, it's, read this book, read that, read this. Just absorb the knowledge that this guy has, because this guy has been on several podcasts, has given out so much great advice. When I own my own restaurant, I'm definitely going to use some of his advice. It's just insane to listen to this guy and how inspired he is about all of his restaurants. All of his restaurants, he's basically like a Gordon Ramsay of the bar industry, where his bars run flawlessly without him, because he got the systems in place, standards and all that, and he has managers that will be able to put in the kind of work that he did at that level. And it's great. I love watching Bar Rescue and stuff like that, because not like I like some of the other people who just like the alright, this guy really fucked up. No, I kind of look at him like, oh well, I can see how that guy got that way, or hey, those employees, look at that, they, they had a boss that was a fucking dick that didn't pay them. Like, yeah, of course they're not gonna fucking do shit for you. Like, that's kind of stuff that's gonna happen when you don't have, yet again, you have those systems in place, but also too when people are starting to do that with, you just gotta pay your employees. You gotta make sure, hey, you guys are like family. I see you more than my family, stuff like that. Because 10 times to 1, if you're a good bar owner, you don't see your family as much as you see those people, and you're just kind of like, those become your family. Especially if you're, chefing at those places, that guy should be in the kitchen nonstop. That guy shouldn't be leaving that kitchen until at least 4 or 5 in the morning. And then he should be right back there at like 8 o'clock to start doing his prep for the next day. I mean, that's kind of stuff that you have to get into. You gotta be able to do all that, put in the time. I mean, I put in my time. I know a lot of, chefs I work with, and have been working with currently that, we all put in our time. You just, you gotta put in your time to be able to live in that industry. I worked in a casino for a while, and the casino was, it was hell, but it was worth it, because you see I was working in Atlantic City. I mean, you see the brunt end of poverty when you're working in Atlantic City. I mean, it's kind of sad, but you just kind of like, you gotta pump through it, power through it. I mean, I worked. I mean, I can't tell you how many times in Atlantic City I had to lie to my parents and be like, oh yeah, I'm spending the night down here in a hotel room, and most of the time I slept in my car at the hotel because I was just so mentally and physically drained. Left the car on, car locked, cracked the windows a little bit and put on the air conditioning and just slept. I mean, because I was going back to work in like 2 hours. You're just like, wow, holy shit. This is what it's like outside of, a senior care facility for a chef. And it's insane to think about, but I mean, I did it for, I think it was about 5 months I did that for. I mean, I basically worked all 5 months, every day for the 5 months. It was ridiculous. I never got time to come home and see my family. I was just at work. But it also didn't help, there was just bad environment. People didn't like it. People didn't like me. I was just like, I'm just here to do my job and go home. I mean, I just kind of just want, I'm trying to do my best, but I mean, when people don't listen to your ideas, it's very, very hard for anyone to get that creative side on them. I was doing work though. I mean, like Friday nights, you're pumping out, thousands of orders. You're just like, when you get home, you're drained. You might have a sip of beer. Then you fall asleep. Then you wake up. You don't wake up to your alarm. You wake up like 2 hours before your alarm. You go. You brush your teeth. The coffee's brewing. Go downstairs, grab your coffee. Go in the fridge, grab your Red Bull. Or if you're that kind of chef, just grab your coffee, grab your cigarettes, and head out the door. Me, I was the kind of guy, grab my coffee, grab a Red Bull, down the Red Bull, go out to Wawa, fill up my gas tank, grab another Red Bull. That'll be the Red Bull I would be either driving home with, or that would be the Red Bull for the start of my second shift. And, it's just one thing after another with these, with being a chef at this at certain establishments, but I mean, it just never worked for me because I was just like, you know, why work for 12 hours an hour when I could run this place better than anyone in it, and I could, make twice the amount of money, so you just kind of think about that kind of stuff after a while. But yeah, it's great. It's great to be back down in Voorhees, and get to see my family a lot more, and get to hang out with them a lot. You just kind of you gotta cherish all that little stuff when you're a chef, but you're just kind of just like whatever. You gotta when you're young and stupid, you gotta once you get a couple of years under your belt, you just gotta look back and reflect, make sure that you're able to set yourself up for a life where you can make some money and be able to take days off and to spend it with your family. Thank God, I didn't have any girlfriend. I didn't have any kids at the time. I don't have any currently either, so which is great. You got to focus on your career. Then once you get your career in order, then you can be able to think about all that other shit. I mean, at that point in my life, I probably couldn't have balanced anything more in my life, But yeah, let's talk about but there's let's go back to the trip, because when I come back after the trip, I think it's the following Saturday after I get back from my trip. I think it's July 27th. Burt Kreischer is coming to Philly, which is fantastic. I love that guy. If you have not seen any of his videos online, the Machine Story now is up, or the Machines special is up on Netflix. Look at it, watch it. That one's hilarious. My favorite is Secret Time. That's also on Netflix. That one was hilarious. I like it better than the Machine Story. I think a lot of people that have been following Burt for a while know how he feels about the Machine Story, and definitely he is one that really doesn't like to tell the Machine Story anymore. Basically, they're but yeah, he was definitely sorry about that. My computer just died. I had to put it on the charger. If you were wondering, but yeah, back to Tom Segura. He just had that kind of personality that everyone, he had everyone in the ocean, cracking up, which was actually the casino I was referring to. Worked there for those first 5 months that we were open, and I'm very sorry that for the guy's family that their owner passed away because of a car accident. Was very saddened by that news. I definitely my thoughts and prayers went right directly out to the family right after that. But yeah, he had everyone cracking up. But I mean, I think the unsung hero that night, at least for a lot of people, I think for a lot of people in that place, was everyone said, everyone don't care. You're like, oh yeah, I don't care about the opening act or whatever. You know what? I feel like Tom Segura really the thing that opened everything up for him, for everyone just clicking to his sense of humor right away. Bringing him along the comedian Ryan Sickler with him, and that was just great. He killed it for the half hour that he was on. I mean, Ryan just fucking slaughtered the audience with laughter, and that just sets you right up because it was basically they had the same type of sense of humor, kind of like that dry, sarcastic humor. I loved it. I just eat that shit up, um, you know. But it's great, And then we had the rest of the night to go into Atlantic City and just just fucking drink and all that. That's just always a great time. We saw one of the shittiest warm-up bands at the Hard Rock. Where they're taking half hour to set up, and then they freaking play for 10 minutes, and then they're like, "All right, our set is over." Why the fuck did I just sit here for this? But then we actually saw the worst warm-up band ever in the history of warm-up bands. That is the one we went to when we went to Firewood. We went there. We saw the worst country. It wasn't even warm-up. It's just like one of those cover bands that you're just like, what the fuck? This doesn't even sound like the song, because you gotta have that great, that good singer, stuff like that, and the singer just basically wanted to put you to sleep. I mean, you're just like, why? Why are you even playing the song? Like, this song, it is disgusting how bad that song was. But it's like brutally slaughtered that song too. But yeah, I mean, we had all that going on. But yeah, we got plenty to come up on. Burt's coming back, like I said before. The Machine's starting. Definitely look up the Machine. Definitely look up Secret Time. Definitely look up a bunch of that. Definitely love Secret Time. His This Is Not Happenings are one of the funniest This Is Not Happenings out there. Definitely look up his This Is Not Happening of Flying Dildos. That's the one about going overseas. When he was overseas, when he did the Machine, when he was, I don't think, no, that wasn't when he was doing, that was after, yeah, that was after that. And then he has one fighting a bear. That was hilarious. Then you got another This Is Not Happening. It's, I believe it was, Mark Norman has to go on. I forget what it's called. But basically, it was like, it's this newest one, or newer one. He's like being chased by a giant Asian man. And, oh my god, it's just hilarious. Mark Norman is great. But yeah, he's definitely one of the best comedians out there. If you want to listen to a really, really great podcast, who does a solo, definitely Chris D'Elia does one that's really, really great. Along with the Burt cast, it's fantastic. Burt always has great guests come on there. He's very, very lucky. I haven't been too lucky to get any guests on here yet, but I'm holding hope for a lot of guests to be coming on in the new next couple months. Yeah, but yeah, we got, as a recap, we just got a lot of great games coming out right now. We got a lot of great TV to watch, catch up on it. If you're like me, you just got to catch up on it. There's really not a whole lot of TV out in the summertime, but you got a lot of great movies out there, with all the Godzillas and Godzilla's kind of came out, and all these Spider-Man's not coming out in July. In July, I think July 2nd. I think we're actually seeing opening day. No, it's coming out June 28th. Yeah, that's right. Because we're gonna go in Tuesday after it gets released. But yeah, it's a great time. And then I get to go and go to New Orleans and get drunk, get really really drunk. Have a blast on Bourbon Street and maybe meet some nice Southern girls. Hopefully they're they'll be there for my picking. But we I just got we got a lot. I could probably be talking to you guys for the next 4 hours. Like I just got a lot I got a lot of great things to say. There's if you guys really love fitness, I definitely recommend you watch the Rock's Instagram. I mean, his Instagram game is phenomenal. That Instagram chock full of great things. He is crazy when it comes to working out. I mean, when I was in high school, yes, my sophomore to junior year, I was really in great shape. That was when I was following the Rock's plan. I wasn't eating 4 to 6,000 calories a day because that's what he does. But that's because he's just freaking huge. I didn't have the luxury of growing to 6 feet tall. I had the luxury of growing to 5'5". And when you're 5'5", you can only eat about at most 2,000 calories a day. But you gotta be, when you're working out, you go hard. You definitely hit it hard. And speaking of hit, you do the hit training on the treadmills. You hit the hit training on the elliptical. You do the hit on the cycling. What do I mean by hit? It's high intensity training. High intensity training you shred off the pounds, especially if you're overweight, because you can't go for that. You can't go for this amount of seconds. And then once you are able to build yourself up, you go for longer and longer and longer until at the end of it, you're like, you know what? I just ran a 5K in under a half hour. You're just like, well, I never thought I would be able to do it. But the body is such an adaptive, just so adaptive to whatever you're doing and stuff like that. And I was lifting hard, taking my protein shakes, taking a protein shake before I went to bed, Now I replaced it with beer. Kind of feel like wrong way at that point. But yeah, you just like, damn. Like, that was insane. But, that's the sacrifice you have for that kind of body and the type of training you put yourself through. And you know what? That makes you better. You just can't go through your life drinking yourself away, stuff like that. I mean, you can do it on a Saturday and a Sunday, treat yourself, have a great time, but then Monday, you know what, starts the new week, and guess what, right back to the gym. Gotta go, gotta get your ass out of bed, gotta get down to the gym, drive your ass to the gym, or, if you're, I have a gym, I'm lucky enough to have a gym within walking distance, so I really don't have luxury of saying, oh, I couldn't do it today. I can't drive to the gym. No, Matt, you could have went to the gym. You could have walked to the gym. You could have ran to the gym. You could have done a lot of things to get to the gym today, but you chose not to. You gotta put that right mind into effect. You gotta be able to say to yourself, hey, guess what? I'm working out today. And then when I get to the gym, me being me, I was like, I don't have a plan. I'm a guy. I don't have a plan. But guess what? You probably need a plan when you go to the gym. Because you know what? How many reps do I need to do with this set? How many reps do I need to do with this set? How many of that? How many of that? How many of this? How many of that? You're just like, well, fuck. So, anytime I go to the gym, I always try to look, if I do a podcast or whatever before going, before, I'm at work and stuff like that. I'm just like, whatever, whatever I gotta do. But yeah, I made it, every night before I go to bed, I make my plan, say, hey, this is what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing legs, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I picked that core body part. And what I mean by that is I'm not like, I'm not a fitness freak, I didn't go, I went to school for fitness. I went, right out of high school, and that's what I did. But when I went for it, I always knew my mind wasn't in it and stuff like that. It just wasn't the right fit. I mean, I was very passionate about fitness, but I mean, you can't, my, you know, my physique wasn't going to be able to ever be as cut enough to be able to convince you to come and get trained by me. And what I mean by that is that I always had that fat content on me. I was just like that big guy that just you can never cut all the way down without getting sick or something like that. And you're just like, well, shit, I can't be doing this. I can't be cutting that low. But people out there that can cut down real low. I mean, at that point, I still had my abs. Like, I still had my abs, but I wanted that, the fanny line, stuff like that. But that's not actually in your control. That's actually from dehydration. And if you have these insane shredded arms with all these veins popping out, it's probably because you're dehydrated, or you naturally have shallow veins. It's definitely a heredity thing at that point. But yeah, it's my workout routine has always been modeled after what The Rock does, because I'm not a big cardio guy. I like to hit my cardio real fast, get it done with, get it over with, so I can hit those weights bigger, stronger. I'm not the guy that's gonna outrun you. Even my buddies, like, if I had my buddies on here with me right now, they always tell you either I played the quarterback, and then once I was done being the quarterback, they would put me at wide receiver, and I would outrun some of my friends, but my one friend had me because he was faster, but I would always try to like weave back and forth cut because he wasn't good at cutting, so I was just like, whatever. But whenever I had to play defense against that guy, the guy was just, full on. If I had to sprint after him, I could not catch that motherfucker. Excuse the language, but that's basically what it was like. I could not catch his ass. And that's like the big thing for me was like, I'm like, alright, well, I can't catch him, so what am I going to do? This is when I really hit my stride playing football with those guys. Was I would 5-star him in the chest, slow him down, and then I would take like his north away. So he'd try to angle it, and then I would take that angle away, and then he would have to turn it in to a down and in. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. A couple times incomplete passes, stuff like that. Every once in a while, he would get the long ball, outrun. I would hit 5-star him. He'd get used to it, slap the arm away, roll me, and just run by me. I'm like, fuck. I don't like people. I don't like people that would play that game with us. They would just give up on the play. I wouldn't. There was a couple times where I almost caught him from behind because he would just, start getting cocky and stuff like that. He was like, "Oh shit, you were really close there." I'm like, "Yeah, I was, but a little bit slower, a little bit more cocky. You're gonna be tackled." But just, But that was kind of the thing where I was just knocking people off the ball. I just, do anything. I was a pretty good receiver. I could cut. That's basically my thing. I was always like low to the ground. I was always basically a running back, be able to cut in and out flawlessly. I used to work on my cutting back when I was in high school. At those days, I was like, wow, holy shit, I was actually really good. I came from playing hockey competitively and stuff like that. But yeah, it's insane. It's great. It's just fantastic to be able to do that and to be able to be in great shape. I mean, right now I definitely got to get into better shape. Being a chef and all that, very hard to find the time. But you just gotta find those gyms that are open 24/7 especially when you're a chef. Doctors, chefs, people that just when you go all in on your career, that's the type of time where you gotta, be able to, just be able to go to the gym maybe after work or something. You can say you work till 8 o'clock on a Sunday, aka like I did today. You gotta be able to have a gym where you could go there and just take your bag to work with you, just go there real fast, unwind, hit it real hard, come home, then you can do whatever alcohol privilege, whatever your routine is for alcohol. Um, if you have one, maybe some. There's some people out there that don't drink, so kudos to you guys. So I definitely love my post-work cocktails, and post-work beers, and they're just fantastic. They're probably the highlight of my day. So a lot like Wrong Way right there, but they're just the best. I love getting my drink on, but you can't do that for the rest of your life if you don't take care of yourself. That's what I'm slowly starting to learn. It's been a hard lesson to learn because I gain, I lose my weight, go to the gym a couple times a week, lose my weight, lose about 5 pounds, start looking good, start looking fit. Next week, go to the gym once, 5 pounds back on. How do you say it? Well, beer is a bitch. We should call it the 2 B's because that shit will put weight on quickly. Especially if you're into craft beer like I am, and craft beer, man, that shit can put the weight on you. You got like those, IPAs, and, really the stouts in the wintertime. Ooh, man, I got stout heavy in the wintertime. I was drinking my Guinness, I was drinking this, I was drinking that, founder or stout or something like that, whatever stout fits you. And man, that will put the weight on you about at least 5 pounds. But yeah, this is, I don't know how I got on that rant. But the losing weight is basically you don't have to go on those extreme low carb diets. Having a little bit of carb in your diet is fine. You don't need to follow these fitness people who are like, oh, this is the best way to do this. Yeah, if you want to get into like the fitness industry and start, taking before and after photos, because this is how those fitness people do things. Do the before and after photos. Then you're like, well, you know what? That's great and all that, but I'm not a fitness model. I don't need to get that thin. I don't need to get that like that. I just want to be able to, maybe in the summertime show up a nice little bit of a six pack. I don't want that shredded six pack because that's not naturally healthy for you. That's it's just kind of for the picture. That's just for the picture. You just kind of like you're like, well, this is what what you gotta deal with. It's not healthy for you to be that thin, to be that like that. It's hard. A lot of those people, the secret behind those, why their abs show so much and why they're not actually hidden within their body, is because they get pump on before they go onto the camera. They pump up those abs so that so those abs show. They're not as hidden as they might be in their normal daily life. And it's, everything's for that picture. So, like, for me, I just like to be healthy without having that side of things. Without being so healthy that I'm unhealthy. Just gotta draw your own line with being healthy and being, be realistic with your goals. Don't start out going, I want abs in a month. No, you're not getting abs in a month. You might get abs in maybe 10 months, but you're not getting them in a month. You're in a month. A good goal. Every 2 weeks, drop 5 pounds. That would be a realistic goal. It'd be something you can achieve fairly easy, especially if you're severely overweight, or if you're like me, slightly overweight. You can, you do that very easily. You don't, I mean, I can probably drop 7 pounds in a day, not a day, in a week. I could probably drop 7 pounds in a week because I've done that. But it all depends on how serious you get with it. You gotta be able to go attack and just slaughter it. Just slaughter, your workouts. Go in there with the right mindset, saying, you know what, this is the fucking day. This is the day that I'm gonna fucking do this. This is the day that I'm not gonna take any more shit. This is the day I'm gonna be like, you know what, I'm doing something about this. Because there's never there's never a better time to do, to get in shape than now. Because there's so many supplements out there to help you. You just gotta watch out for the ones that you take. But when you're out there and you want to lose weight and you just be consistent. Make sure you got that program that says, hey, I'm gonna do this for the long run. I'm not trying to do this I'm not gonna try to do this, hey, let me work out for a month, see how I look. Oh yeah, I lost that gut. Oh, I don't have to work out. No, that's not how that shit works, alright? I have a lot of people probably right now, that work, if they listen to this, and my work friends listen to this and heard me saying this, they would know who they were, and they would be probably pretty pissed, because a lot of people I work with have actually done that. But you can't expect results in matters of days unless you're under the age of 25. Because anything after that, I mean, it's hard for you to lose weight. It's not as easy. Under 25, you can still just work at, just lift, probably, I guess, a couple days a week, and you see the results. Unless you're super skinny and your metabolism, because that's the thing with super skinny people, their metabolism is so fast that they actually eat the muscle off their bones. And that's scary because they're basically almost like a pineapple. Pineapple actually eats you. So if you have no fat on you, pineapple will actually attack your muscle. It's like that's insane to me. Like, it's super insane. But in other words, you know, you just gotta be able to, like I said before, just draw your own line. Make sure you're like, you know what? I just want to look good in this bikini by the summer. And this is like December when you're saying this. That's a great goal. And guess what? I hope you get there. But, you know, just, you know, be very realistic with everything. Because that's the thing with me. I just been, let me get level with myself. Be like, hey, this is my goal. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna work my ass off, and I'm gonna achieve it. And you know what? It's nothing. There's no better thing in life than to know you met your goal. And that's where I'm gonna end this podcast. This is, it's been a pleasure talking to you guys. Yeah, again, I'll be doing some gaming tonight, probably for a little bit. Yeah, you guys just let me know, you know, just hit like, or if you're on YouTube, subscribe. This has been great talking to you guys again. Hopefully I can go on tomorrow and do another one. But, yeah, so, yeah, peace out, guys.